plus 234, and you are asking me to guess.
Well,
that's so unfair, right?
I know, right? I know. My apologies. My apologies. I'm sorry.
You know how I always know that, I'm not like kind of person who has this special whatever, but I have my way of recognizing some people, and I'll say, oh, that's you. Is that you? But you are calling me with plus 234, and I didn't even take a look at the picture. How are you?
Yeah, no, that's why. I thought you would have seen my picture.
That's where I actually missed it. I saw your picture, but I didn't pay attention. I was like, plus 234. Oh, that must be Niger. Where are you? Okay.
I'm fine, and you?
I'm very well. I'm not saying how are you. I said, where are you?
No, I'm here. I'm still here in the States. Sorry.
Oh, you're still here in this. Okay, then. Fair enough. So, yeah, Ken, please.
Okay, so very good. Like what you were saying earlier, I mean about the exchange rate, the dollar to naira. I mean, even myself, I'm literally like, I'm weeping, I'm crying, like, the dollar is in the 1,000 now. This is not good, my ego. This is terrible. This is not good, because the way it is now, there is no way. You know, you predicted it, my ego. Many of you show that. The way the whole thing is going, as long as Nigerians are not doing, the government of Nigeria are not doing what they're supposed to do, they are consuming more, they are borrowing more on top of what they have already borrowed. There is no project in terms of whereby they are generating anything to more or less like anything you are generating, you are manufacturing, you are selling out there.
No real production. They are not investing in any production. They just thought that they could take money here and say, we are constructing that road, we are constructing that train, we are doing this and that, and that is it. Government is working, or the entire country is almost jobless. And they were falsifying figures, saying, "No, we are now fully employed." I will solve it.
But if in fact, as I'm even talking to you now,
yes,
every naira I get in terms of all the businesses I do in Nigeria now, I just leave it there. I don't even bother about sending in any dollar or anything per dollar or pound sterling to any of the accounts I have in Nigeria, because I realize that what is the point of keeping that money there when the naira itself is already in the toilet, is still going down the drain,
and it keeps going.
I can just keep my forest. Why their naira go down the toilet, because I don't understand what is the point of me sending it when they are not even doing anything to make any sense. The truth of the matter, my ego here is finally is that the way it is going now. I mean, it's really just a matter of time that the naira itself would just look like a toilet roll. It really doesn't even make any sense. These people they said they are intellectual. They are
intellectuals.
It's sad though, because now it simply means that God, $1,000. That means that's 1 million plus.
Now.
Hey,
1,000 pounds is 1.24 million. That's 1,240,000. 1,000 pounds. 1,000 euro is now 1.1 million naira. So yeah. So one of these days, $1,000 is going to be 2 million naira. And that will be 2,000 naira to dollar by the time they finish their 8 years. This one, so if they no chase them, they don't go come out. Pressure don't do.
Pressure. Pressure. Thank you, my ego, for picking my. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ken. Okay, have a wonderful one there. I have another caller on the line here. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you too. How are you, sir?
I'm good, my ego. It's been like 2 weeks or 1 month now. I've called you online.
Right. And do you want to tell me your name, or we should just leave that?
Yeah, I'm calling from Federal Capital.
Oh, my man, from the FCT. Now you don't even have to say much. I know you know. Yeah, go for it. How are you? How is FCT tonight?
My ego. It's fine. My ego. You are my mentor. That's only mentor. I only follow your sermon, Sunday sermon. I only follow your. I'll call it sermon. All the whole.
It's always like
Whenever
a
you come
sermon.
online,
Thank you.
I think to be a sermon to me. You know, your. Whenever you talk to me, you look at me. You're talking to me directly. Everything. You know, I don't call my name. I don't want to mention my name, but then
No, it's all
you,
right. I mean, you don't have to at this point. Go on.
because whenever you're talking, I'm always with you. I took you to be my mentor. On the first time I started
Thank
listening
you.
to you, you are my mentor. I
Thank
would
you,
say
Baba.
like that. Yeah.
So
You
on
make your someone on
tonight.
Sunday.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, yes, I could not reach you yesterday, but I say no problem. That's how it looks like. But then I
Okay.
follow your program always. Your yesterday programs, man, very good.
Baba.
Touches me. You speak on Saturday programs that you did. I follow it up, man. It's like you're in Nigeria. Let me just tell you. Yes, yeah, yesterday program, when I followed it around 8 o'clock yesterday, I went on, I listened to you. I say, there you go. You're not in Scotland, you're in
Yes.
Nigeria, because
Really? Well,
you're,
I
you're,
I kind of always have a lot of people around as well, like
yeah,
that gist with and share
yeah.
things with and all of that stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty much like
I
there.
mean, I'm in the capital, yeah. I'm in the capital, but the way
Yes,
you said, your sermon always inspired me. In fact, your yesterday sermon, you know,
that's
it
great.
is always real.
That is
Yeah,
great,
it is
prof.
always real.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
because
Thank you.
the exposure the exposure you give, is exactly how it went. I don't know where you get your, just like when I was listening to when you was making his program, I followed him up. Whenever there's one thing that Namikano made that I followed up. He said that his expose will never, Intel, even Nigeria Intel, will never get it right. His Intel was always perfect, and I took it and I followed him up just
Thanks,
the way
bro.
you just said it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Whenever you said whenever I don't know how you get your Intel, but your Intel is always right, 100%. Your Intel was always
That's
hundred
reassuring,
percent.
I would say. Thanks so much, Baba. Eh?
Yeah.
I hope you keep it that way because I'm gonna keep it this way from my own end, right?
Yeah,
It's always gonna be
Mayegu,
like this.
Mayegu, your intel always inspired me. So when I go, I make my fact check. Even when you talk about PW, what you said about PW was true. You said that PW says, what, what made the politician got mad is that go and fact check, go and check my record.
Yes.
That alone makes them, what that alone makes them angry. That alone was, this my guy always looks so sent
Hmm.
to Nigerians. It always, his political career was always sent. And I've made my inquiry, and I've made my fact check, and I've made my, I don't know how I wrote it, I've made my research, yes.
Right.
After the whole research I made, yeah. After all the whole research I made, P2B always stand tall among every politician in Nigeria. And they have to get angry for him. It
So
is
you
they,
know better
they have
now.
to. Yes, they have to
Which
get
is
angry for him because
mm-hmm.
he's self. And Nigeria, whenever he speaks, Nigeria will believe on what he says. That is why Nnamdi Kanu has not been released.
Hmm.
Because he has always made his speech. He has always made his program. Whenever you go and participate, you find that whatever Nnamdi Kanu said is true.
That's right.
That is
It's not
the
it's not
reason
bad
why
too, Baba.
even this
Anyway,
government,
yeah, thank you so
even
much.
this call, yeah, that is why always call is they have not want to release him.
They don't
That
want
is why Hope Uzodinma of Imo State will never want Nnamdi Kanu president because whatever he said, the intent is always correct. Just the way you,
and they
Mayegu,
don't want to have that. They don't want. They want people like us
yes,
completely
Mayegu,
shut down. But well, they still haven't succeeded yet.
yes, Mayegu. Let me tell you something. Let me just say you one thing. You, I know, I have been following everything you say. You know that even in Arise TV, even in Channel TV, in ITM, was it ITV or what is it called? The station,
And the rest of them like that, TVC,
yeah, I have like that. Whatever I always get the information first from you before I got it from them. Your information is your yesterday program.
Thank you so much. You know what, right? Because
Your
right?
More
take extra
please, sorry, let me just make this. Let me just make this.
It's really good talking to you again, right?
Your yesterday program was today I was telling in Arise TV. You have already given the information first. So when I heard it from Arise TV this morning, it was like, oh, I've already shared.
Anyway, let me take another one because of our time. Okay. You listening?
I agree.
Okay. Hello there.
Yeah, Baba Mayegu.
Baba, how you doing?
Good evening, sir. I'm fine. This is I'm the first caller on your show.
Oh, are you saying? Tell me. So you are the first time caller tonight?
Yes, sir.
Right. We have a radio, right? We just do like that.
Oh,
welcome to the. You are welcome to the temple as you've registered your voice.
In fact, my name is G.O. I like to abbreviate my name G.O.
Did you say G.O. or T.O.?
G.O. G.O.
G.O. Right.
Yeah, my brother. I'm good. I just want to thank you very much, man, because what the 80, 90 years old do not know in Nigeria, you have exposed every. In fact, it's more or less like going back to school that you've started a long time ago. When I started following your show, it really opened my eyes to the inner secrets.
Thanks a lot
of what is going on in Nigeria. I'm telling you. In fact, your show makes it look as if we are back. It makes it so lively, and you don't feel lonely at all listening to your show at all.
So I could keep you glued to your seat, and then you would just be there like, no, man, I'm not bored. So my show is not boring, practically saying, right?
In fact, yes, you don't need to be around friends. Just go to YouTube and just listen to your show. It's mind-blowing.
That sounds encouraging then. Thank you.
It's mind-blowing. A lot of everything I would like to call you a prophet, Prophet Mayegu. All that you have said from before the election, months ago, how everything will go has actually come to play like it's like you wrote a script of a movie, just playing in the eyes of Nigerians.
So you were sitting down there and hoping and waiting like, oh, he said this, I'm going to see how that's going to go. Then it happened and you're like, oh my God, like, how could he just say it that way? Like, things could go the other way. Why was he so sure? We are talking about the same criminals. You cannot build different hopes for the same criminals. It doesn't work that way. So that's why it makes it look so easy for me to say, oh, this is how it's going to go. As long as I can see all of the characters, the players, I can tell you the end of the game. It's not hard.
You know, there was one thing you said that really baffled me about you. When you said, please do not build your expectations.
Yes, sir.
On the outcome of the
manage your expectation of this.
Manage your expectation.
I was being generous, by the way. You know what I mean? Like, I knew people who are so emotionally attached to what is going on in Nigeria, especially this issue of election. So coming here to say it straight to them will be so depressing. So I had to devise a means of making them understand. Say, just manage your expectation. I'm not saying you shouldn't have expectation. Just manage it. And
that word alone is like a medication for curing hypertension, high blood pressure.
That's class. So people started managing their expectation. Like, okay, if it doesn't come, fine. My ego already said that we should manage it. So let's just, so that worked.
Even Peter Obi himself, if you can see Peter Obi article, they are not really worried about winning the court anymore. Mm-hmm. They want to expose the judiciary of Nigeria. That alone. That alone, exactly what you were saying. That alone will prevent investors from coming to invest in Nigeria.
That's right. The damages will be unlimited, unimaginable.
Exactly, sir. And all that you've been saying have come to play. Look at they both Supreme Court today.
You go hear more. You go see more, Baba. You see that man that was making that mouth there, It go be like Festus Okoye of INEC, the one that was grandstanding. IRF has come to stay. Beavers has come to stay. Did you hear him on after the election on Channels Television? He said nobody can tell INEC how to conduct election. You see that guy that was talking in the Supreme Court? That video I played earlier, Give him 2 days. He go change his statements. Just watch out.
Do you know, very good? Do you know that with all that you have said, even Arewala, the Chief Supreme Court Justice, right? Due to the evidence so overwhelming, I don't think if that man even have the courage to even utter a word concerning Supreme Court issue. I'm not sure. Because
you go see naked shamelessness, Papa, and you go sit down there, you'll be like, what? You remember when I said they will rig you out? Like it was, personally, I confess, I said I wasn't expecting the outing that Obedient actually had. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, okay?
Yes,
so I was shocked. But I initially said they will rig you out, that the rigging will be so obvious that you will get angry. I said, why would they do things like this? That happened. I said that would be the first though. They will do same thing to you at the court, and that one will even make you more angry and be like, what? That has happened. Now the Supreme Court will shock everybody pass. That Supreme Court when they read their judgment, a lot of you will be like, Omo, Nigeria is done. I'm done. I'm done. I don't want to have anything to do with this country anymore. Wait for it.
Exactly.
You go hear him.
Do you know I met a guy? I live in the US.
Yes.
I met a guy today, a Nigerian from Akwa Ibom. You know what he told me? I was trying to do you hear what is happening back home? He said, no, he doesn't even want exactly what you said about Nigerians.
That's right.
I was like, Jesus.
Yes.
I was like, Marigo, did you come and so you know what is happening in the minds of Nigerians?
It is not just their mind. See, Baba, we have been there. A lot of us, right? You know what I do on my program, right? I want a lot of us who are no longer in Nigeria. I always want to bring us back to where it was in Nigeria when we left. Not just us saying it. I want us to picture ourselves in that position, in that situation, for us to understand how the mind of an average Nigerian reads. Here you get. Once you begin to understand how their average mind works, you can put all the pieces together, like I do. It's so easy. But a lot of us don't even pay attention. Abi? People will go read deadline news. They go read deadline news. Oh, Nigerian, is it? Don't steal another money. You know?
In fact, what you are saying concerning this kidnapping and liver selling and this thing,
organ harvesting,
God in heaven will bless you beyond your widest imagination.
Amen. Oh.
Do you know that only just that information you gave today and yesterday is going to open millions of them? Do you know that you have millions of followers that you don't even know that are following you?
I can tell.
Do you know that?
I would
only the exposure.
I can just imagine it. Yes, Baba.
The exposure that you gave concerning the tricks of desperation to sell human parts, the trick of desperation to. Oh, Jesus Christ!
So you could relate with that narrative, right? To the point that you felt like, man, even if this is not me, I can imagine a lot of people that are actually in that situation. And then you'll be scared. I say, oh my God, like they are not really going to find it hard to organ harvest in Nigeria with the level of poverty. People will willingly go there and get their organs harvested. And that should be scary.
Like you said, Nigerians are not willing to go back to Nigeria.
No.
You are very correct with that. Very correct. In fact, you it's like you are in the heart of many people. You know, the truth, you know one thing that baffled me about you, the truth you said is so naked. It's so naked, even the blind man can see the truth, can see the truth of what you are saying.
God bless you.
My brother,
Thank you so much.
I'm just speechless. You know, at this your age, you are lecturing people that was in Nigeria.
My own grandfathers and fathers and uncles and aunties, people who are actually going to be like, oh, right, you got me thinking.
They have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
They have no clue, Mayego, about what you say out of your mouth, and they're like, God will bless you. That's all I can say. I don't want to take your time. Too. God will bless you so that others can call you. God will bless you.
Amen. And
God bless you, sir.
Stay safe.
God bless you, sir.
I appreciate this. Gio, I will remember that.
Yeah.
Stay safe, all right? Have a good one. So I've got another, namesake. You know, when you call me about Gio. Now I've got a Gio from the US now, right? I don't care about the full meaning of the Gio. I've got a Gio, right? You don't have a Gio, do you? Hello there. You know, one sad thing is that for you to kind of also to call in, then there you get connected, then the network is not going to connect you. Can you hear me still? Are you there? Sorry. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just take another one. Then. Okay. Hello there.
Hello, my good Nara.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Very well. Good evening. I'm sure it's evening in the UK right now.
I'm here, and it's afternoon over there, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's actually evening. I'm calling from Austin, Texas. I guess you can remember my name. I'm Anthony from Austin, Texas.
Anthony, I do.
Yes.
Even if I don't remember that name right away, I remember that voice. How you doing?
Okay. I'm very well. Thank you. I'm happy to connect with you again. And
thank you.
One more time, I want to thank you for your effort and all you've been doing. We appreciate you, and God will appreciate you more.
Amen. Oh, thanks a lot.
Yes. Okay. I did not follow this program from the beginning, so I don't even know exactly what is the topic being discussed today.
The next time you should read the caption and all of that. But yeah, you can still chip in. Depends on which of them you picked up.
Yeah.
Go on, sir.
I've been wanting to call all this while, and just believe that whenever I get through to you, I should be able to say exactly what I have had in mind.
Or your mind, exactly.
Regardless of what is being discussed.
That's right.
So let me go quickly. I know that a lot of people appreciate your work, but I will I employ our people to make their conversation a little bit quick and straight to the point so that others can get through, because you don't have all the time.
That's right. Thanks a lot for that. Please.
If you remember, on the 30th of August, I was your last caller, and I made a point. And after I finished speaking, you said that is the way you're going to end your show, and you want everybody to go and think about what Anthony said. I am coming back again to say just close to what I said that day. And it is about the fact that I feel in my mind that we Nigerians, we don't seem to be prepared to salvage our country yet. Because I have this, for me, I'm a huge believer. I've always been a huge believer in Nigeria. But the way things are going, I'm trying to save myself from all this extreme level of mental torture, by which every day you hear the same thing over and over and over again. I remember telling you that day that we are like preaching to the choir. Everything you are talking about, Maegun, we all know it.
Everybody knows.
Every other person that calls in, and I'm saying this because I know a lot of people are listening to your program right now. Please, the idea is not to call in and give a litany of Nigerian problem, a litany of how the corrupt political elites have been destroying the country. That is not taking us anywhere. We all know it. You are preaching to the choir. We are not this idea of all talk and no action. I'm actually tired of it. And let me tell you, my ego,
please.
People are enjoying the program. I'm enjoying your program too. But actually, it is even beginning to give me mental torture too. I must be honest. Why am I saying that? Because we keep hammering, reminding ourselves, opening up on the wound, but we're not thinking of how to treat this wound, bandage it, and get it to heal once and for all. That is my concern. 2 days ago, a caller called into your program, and I think this same guy, I can't remember his name, but he's living in the UK. He made a point, which was exactly the point I made the other time, that let us do something, even if it is one euro. I'm sure you remember that guy. Let us get ourselves together. He said that he up to 20,000 people are following your program. I don't know. From my screen, I'm seeing that about 2,700 people are listening right now. Yes, let me say that even if it is 2,000 people, do you know what 2,000 people can do? What I'm saying, my goal, is that number one, what are we in diaspora? I remember a lot of us blaming Nigerians back home that they have not done anything. They didn't do anything. They have to savage the country. The question is, they are not the only Nigerians. The last time I called, I made this point, and I made it strongly, that Ukrainians flew out from their comfort zone to go to a war front to fight for their country. They are the ones that are displaying that they love their country. We are just talking and talking and talking. Go to Twitter space, talk, nothing. Let us start with your Diaspora Radio. What can we do to put resources together to make sure that this Diaspora Radio can be received anywhere in any corner of Nigeria, so that this message you are passing is not only for those who can subscribe, because I don't see anybody in Nigeria that can have data enough to watch your program for 1 hour.
You're right.
It's not possible. They don't have that money, and they will not be able to afford it. We have a free internet. My internet is unlimited. Even if I put your program and I go to sleep, I pay the same.
I know.
That's one. Two, Nnamdi Kanu is a guy. I did not believe in his ideology. But of course, the ideology is beginning to make sense. But he was able to create Biafra Radio that people could listen to anywhere in Nigeria. People online, people, even with transistor radio, people can listen to it. Are we doing anything about that to promote your program, to get to a point where it's not only you, we put resources together? If you love Nigeria, all this time to come and talk and complete, we are like kids. If I am in the government, if I'm one of those elite, those political tips in Nigeria, I will not take any of you serious, because you talk today, you talk during election, you talk during the presidential election, and you are talking about the Supreme Court. We know that you are all talk and no action. You can't do anything. So by the time I listened to David Hude the other day, and there was a statement David Hude you made. He wrote something that people were asking him to go and investigate Mubat's death. He said, all the investigation I've done before, and I've given to you for free. What have you done with it?
I give to
In fact, he called Nigeria. Yes, he said that we are 200 million mannequins, and that is what we are. We are mannequins, because mannequins are people that look like human beings, but they can't move. They can't do anything. That's what we are. We will be talking, speaking grammar every day, and if care is not taken, and if we don't make any effort, government might go and pick that guy and
repeat itself and all that. See, I got all your message, Anthony. Okay,
right?
Sometimes. Sorry, please.
So for me to wrap up, I just want to wrap up quickly, sir.
Yes, sir.
See, what I'm looking forward to, before I even ever think of calling into a program, is, can we build a team? Can we build a team that can get enough people that can pay? I'm willing to, even if it's $1,000, if I think I love Nigeria, to build a team that These people are complaining that the political guys in Nigeria, they are not doing anything. They come abroad and they stay freely and go, and we don't do anything. Anybody who is not prepared to do this, and they are just calling to a program to
talk,
rail out all the problems we have in Nigeria, let them be stopped. Let us have a team, a group, paying members, people who are ready to fight for Nigeria. If we are 20,000, 10,000 people, let us put resources together and make sure that we do something tangible behind the scene, not based on what you are talking on the screen that everybody is seeing.
I get you.
Let us have anybody who is not a member, who is not paying, are ready to carry out this action as we want to plan it. If the person calls, you don't ask the person's name, go check it. If it's not there, you should not talk to you.
It should not come out so much. Okay.
I'm tired of all those
Sir Anthony, you see, your idea is always noble. But yeah, I'll say something on that while you listen, okay, before I take my next step. But it's so noble of you to still pretty much push that line of argument. It is true that sometimes when it is time for actions, our people, sort of don't turn up the way it should. See, me, I've had the experience of working with people on different, on different sort of goals, okay? And when it comes to part of money, there is some darkest side of recruiting and fundraising that over time, I've kind of learned, and it is so dark that it can be very disappointing. There is something called consistency. Okay, so it simply means that when you have something you are doing, for example, you can say, because I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, what can it be called? Nigerian Lives Matters, Nigeria Resist, or anything that is more kind of should it be revolutionary? Should it be something? Whatever is it going to be called? Then when you remember the framework of Nigeria, idea of how to fight and then end something you don't like politically is easily, or should I say, it's easily sold to most of us from the southern Nigeria. Okay, so we can easily buy into them. But if what Sir Anthony is suggesting is what I think it is, then it requires some level of consultations. You look for people of like minds, even in the diaspora, because it's going to be diaspora based, by the way, right? So you look for people of like minds, people who are not actually trying to use any medium as their own tickets of joining the bazaar, the stealing of, you know what I mean, in Nigeria, because I have seen a lot. I've seen where people show good intention for good purpose or goal, but their intention is only good because they just wanted to let that thing start so that they can use it as their own bargaining chip with all these criminals that we are indeed trying to group and then face. And don't be surprised that there are actually Nigerians abroad that are actually worse than the Nigerians who are political jobbers in Nigeria. These are people who think they are smart. They infiltrate every group. And if the group becomes so kind of prominent, they will use that as their own springboard to finally go and join the people that we all condemn. I've seen that a lot. So if you want something solid to happen, from my own experience, like Sir Anthony suggested, right? You will need people of like minds, people who have something in common. Look at David. David is living in exile, on asylum, due to his line of work, exposing the rotten government in Nigeria. So, but David is not the only person. There will be others too, across the place, who have either left Nigeria or looking forward to leaving Nigeria. There are some of you who've left a long time ago. Not that they are really looking for you anymore, but the reason why you left Nigeria, when you are still so active fighting that injustice in Nigeria, was to kind of escape any kind of persecution. But, well, you are abroad still, and now you've settled down abroad. So we need people of like minds, not people who are looking forward to go and join them in their government in Nigeria. So to have that, Sir Anthony, it can take a time. Okay, I'm speaking from my own experience dealing with other Nigerians. Okay, it can take time. But one thing is this, there are people who are ready. I agree with you. Just know that there are actually people who are ready. They just want a coordinated, organized kind of arrangement whereby they can say we have leadership. So, and you can get all these people who have this like minds at the end of the day, come up with something that is indeed attractive, universal, sort of. So I want all of us not to always feel like we are not doing anything to push back all these people. I want you to always remember that you are on this platform like other people, because no matter how much or how tiring Nigeria is or how frustrating it has become, a lot of you are still interested in what you call the solution, even though my own primary solution is for us to break away and go. And I know that when Nigeria is going to break up, right, it's not going to just be like we're just going to be like, oh yeah, you go. No, there are processes that will lead to that. And that is why, in the course of people understanding why something has to be done, in the process, they will probably volunteer to say, okay, how do we do it? Well, I love your energy, sir. Okay. And I want you to not always rule it out, like whether it's looking so slow or it's looking like not promising. One thing you should be very confident of is that there is a platform where people who feel the same way you feel exists. Okay. There is a platform where people are ready to kind of shield or, forget their differences and look at whatever they have in common and how to get along and get over that, which brought you to this platform. So I always want you to remember that it is so valuable that you can start a conversation along your belief, and then you will see a lot of people who have similar belief like you, similar kind of line of thoughts. And then you begin to feel like this is a community. And I bet that's one of the reasons why you said we should utilize it now, build on it now, so that it won't be just talk. Don't see it that way. All right. Don't see it as talk. See it as a form of a journey of discovery. You will see a lot of people of like minds that will eventually form the resistance group that everybody will feel cool to associate with. Sir Anthony, don't ever give up on what you actually believe in, how you want it to be. It can happen. My primary philosophy in life at the time was that, if I can think something, then I can do it. So if we have more of Sir Anthony who are ready to fund and support a real movement that can stand the test of time, okay, and you won't be the only person who have actually spoken about that. I have a member of my own union who personally said, "This is it. It is doable. We need something like this to true. We need a body as Nigerians, right? We need a body whereby, at least in every city of the world, in every country of the world, okay, you'll be able to say, if you call out your members, our members, and you can be able to bring out tens of thousands of them out, and the whole country will recognize, they will recognize you and say there is an organization. If they call for protest about Nigeria, you will see tens of thousands, not just 200, 500 people. We're talking about an organization that all of us are connected to, right? Have some connection with, right? And if they call out for anything at all, now that can be very powerful and intimidating, but you need people of like minds to build such. You don't want anybody to use you. That's even worse. Okay? Imagine putting together an organization that is promising and all that, and then you realize that some of the people inside the whole thing, they were just hibernating. They were the friends of the criminals you think you want to fight. It's so complicated from my own experience, but don't ever think it's not going to happen. I strongly believe that it will. Hello there. Sorry for that long epistle. I just had to say it so that those who are listening to me will know that, of course. Baba, you there?
Hello?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, my good.
Sorry for keeping you waiting. Now you
I
are
can
live.
hear you,
Please.
my good general.
Yes, sir.
I can hear you.
You need to mute the broadcast, okay? Or else it's going to be delayed and kind of, it's going to be so awkward for you, hearing your voice. Yeah. Mute the broadcast or just leave the room so you and I can talk and the rest can listen to us. So.
All right. Can you hear me now?
Very clearly, sir. Please.
Well, let me say this is my first time of calling this platform.
Oh, God bless you, sir. We have a ritual, right? For first-time callers, we just kind of say,
But actually,
you always remember that. So, thank you so much.
But actually, this is not my first time of listening to you. I have been following you most times when I'm free. I'm an apostle by calling. I have my ministry here in Europe.
Oh, bless you,
and
sir.
let me tell you, if we have 10 of you doing the right work, affecting people in Nigeria will turn around. I used to be very angry with Nnamdi Kanu. At some point, I changed my mind. And this is the way I see you as an offshoot of this man. Although you have a different kind of philosophy sometimes, let me say the truth.
Sir.
There is in the scripture, Jesus was with his disciples. He met a man called Nathanael, and he said to the people, Nathanael was not one of his disciples, but he said to the people, behold an Israelite in whom there is no guile. And let me say it right now to this platform,
sir,
to everybody listening to us right now. I say, behold a true Nigerian in whom there is no political guile. That's who you are. I'm telling you the truth. Religion, as Karl Marx made that statement, is the opium of the people. I'm not, this organized religion has killed a lot of us. I'm an apostle. I have my ministry. I want to remain anonymous for now, but I want to let you know, the last caller, the statement he made, I am one of the people that would donate for that. You listen, you are like someone who is caged. Your voice is not heard where it should be heard. We need something like, whatever it is, I'm not in that line, that will get to Nigeria, that will take you all over the country. If it is to make contribution, I will be one of them.
God bless you.
You don't know who you are. You don't know what you have. You are a detribalized Nigeria. I have been watching, I've been looking at you. You remain consistent since any week I have time to listen to you. You remain consistent. And believe me, what you are doing, this is limited. I think something should be done. Your voice should be heard, and the way to analyze things, I am yet to see. I don't know, sometimes I say, God, if I'm in a position to buy this very whatever it is device that will be able to cut across the Nigerian nation, I will do that. And I'm not doing it for you not to criticize me when I've done wrong.
I understand.
Because that's not who. Listen, the way the Western world is built is transparency.
Yes, sir.
I was saying, I have been, I was once vice president of African pastors here, I don't want to mention the country. At a point, I told them, when they rise up to pray, I say, I don't want to join you in this prayer. Stop deceiving yourself. Don't deceive yourself. You are praying, and we know what to do. Why can't you encourage people? You see the impunity, you see the corruption, you say, we are praying. And the last time after the election, some of them said, let the will of God be done. I said, you don't know God. If
don't
you know God,
if you know God, you are actually there. You know what they do, sir? It's your line. I'm so happy that you're actually uttering all of this, okay? because I do my best to make sure that people understand the difference between people trying to manipulate you using God in order to not take responsibility for their action. So when people do that, they are insulting God, okay? They are not in any way praising or even making people who are unbelievers to believe in that God. It's manipulative. And it's the same.
That's right.
You know that, sir? So I'm glad that you are saying similar thing right now. And I'm all here. Please, continue.
That's right. That's right. Do you know, sir?
Yes, sir.
You know, many of us do not know. I keep telling some of my pastor friends and my colleagues, I keep telling them, those in Nigeria, I say, a time will come, you think you are being, maybe some of you think this is the way to please God. To some of you, you know you are just manipulating people.
You know.
Some, they are sincerely wrong. I can assure you that some of them, they mean well. Some of them are very sincere. But that idea of let's keep praying, I tell them, I say, you say let's keep praying, but look at you. You want to get a work, you will get down on your knees after praying. The next morning you carry your curriculum, you move out, you go to submit for the work. But when it comes to Nigeria, and Mayogo, let me tell you, I know you are not in that line, but I can assure you, this is what we see every day. My family, I have seen miracles, I have seen God heal my child. But now, let me tell you, sir, in case you don't know this, some of these men of God you're hearing, some of them actually have certain level of power. But have you asked yourself why sometimes they will pray for people who are sick, they will receive their healing, but when they pray for Nigeria, it will not work? You know why?
Why, sir?
It's because we are not ready for the nation. The passion is not there.
You know?
So we are just playing. We are just, imagine some people who claim they are holy. People preach holiness, but you'll be supporting an evil government, supporting someone
defending
you know
them,
that is not credible.
People, you know, misleading people so that they will not be able to form opinion about them. You know, sad.
That is right. You know, 8 years ago, I told a pastor, I said to him, when he said, let's pray, I said, for now, I'm not joining. If this is your mindset for prayer, I know it's not going to work. I said that 8 years ago, they said that God will shame me. They said that God will, that I'm a sadist. I said, okay, watch it. We will know who is really a prophet. After that was 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I said,
so you got vindicated even before the end of that 8 years, didn't you?
Yes. I say, if things get better after these 8 years, you know, we will know. Now, some of them, they don't talk again. You know, when I tell them, I say, I told you before, this thing is not a rocket science.
It's not.
It's not. It's very simple. Do you know, in Europe,
God, you know, it's in the Bible that God will not do what is already empowered us to do. You know
Thank you.
He won't do. God will not do a man's job. A man will never do God's
in
job.
Another word,
everybody will do theirs. You know?
Yes. God is waiting for us to do what we are waiting for God to do.
You know?
That's what sometimes He waits for us to do what we are waiting for Him to do. Here in the Western world, when the government messes up, when the government manipulates rig election, I can assure you, the evangelicals or even the Catholics, like some in Rome, in Italy, in Spain, you know, they will pray like 10 minutes, but they will come out and mash out, call their members, mash out, protest everywhere. In Nigeria, they will fast for 7 days, dry fasting. Nobody will mash out. What? Why are we deceiving ourselves?
You know,
we're not ready to build a nation. So, in cutting this thing short, I am just saying something. I am ready. Anyhow we can promote and project, anyhow we can make this voice I'm hearing to be heard all over Nigeria. This Mayogo, this man is very honest. Forget about someone, maybe he's not acting religiously, but I can tell you that this man is a voice that God has chosen for the country. Some of you don't know this. Forget about your tribal sentiment. If this man, anyhow we can support the last speaker to contribute for something. I know it was once done with Nandekano stuff or whatever, but now it's for Nigeria. Let the common man, because Mayogo, let me assure you, none of them is ready. Majority of them, average Nigeria cannot buy data and spend it for 5 minutes listening to you right now. You can't do that. Can't do that. So we need something like radio.
When my last caller was talking about Diaspora radio, something popped up in we are having this kind of a leadership meeting with the union I belong to just yesterday on Sunday, and I was like, hang on, I could actually have somebody develop the app whereby you don't need data to listen to my voice. Once you download the app, all you have to make sure of is that when you want to listen without data, you should just go to the recorded or the replay of anything I say.
Yeah.
And I was like, I could do that, even though it's quite cost effective to build and all of that. But that could actually be something instead of going to the radio, this radio, that. A lot of people have their phones in Nigeria. And now that somebody mentioned it again tonight, I think I'm going to go bring that up and I'm going to push that to everybody to let everybody know what I need.
Please,
get that done.
Put it out, whatever be the cost, let us know.
It is going to be very cheaper than expected.
Don't be bothered. Whatever be the price, God will bring people to fund it.
I know. Thank you so much.
At least what I'm telling you, man, you know that people are following you from behind. Without you know, you have followers. I do. Thank you so much, Michael.
God bless you for this, and I appreciate you. So keep it there, and then don't ever stop calling in, okay? I think I need people like you to also help me address a certain part of my own audience to know that when I speak about these people who are using the name of God to deceive people, I am not targeting anybody's faith, anybody's religion. These guys are using that to hoodwink you, and I'm not going to look away. So when I have people like you on, it makes it easier. Okay, so thank you so much for that.
It's all right.
And should have a good one, sir.
I will.
Good night. Now, again, he is going to be my own last caller. Olori, you know you can't stop watching me. I know how it can be sometimes, right? That it is pointless. It is hopeless. And Nigeria is never going to give us something to actually be like, okay, yeah, let's see how it's going to be, yeah? But nevertheless, even watching me helps you to understand why or how you undo your disappointment and the rest of that with Nigeria. It does help. You know you can't stop watching me, right? So, and eventually we are going to have something that's going to share us up, all of us up, more than what it is right now. There's going to be a time that we're actually going to be fighting back better than what you can imagine. People are ready. They need direction, of course. And at the same time, they need consistency. Consistency is the key. And I am glad that I have that on my own CV. I am very consistent and also contented with the help and support of a lot of you who have always been there for me. I can't thank you enough. You know that. So I have no reason but to keep it up. So thank you, and thank you to all of us, okay? As a family, sometimes it's more like somebody said, my caller said earlier, that you can listen to Mayegun even all alone. You know, you can be somewhere and you can just, and it's in a way, it has a way it works on all of us. So when people say, oh, I miss Mayegun, I can't, I mean, you know, I'm so sad that you didn't come on last night. I'm like, well, you know something? Whenever you miss Mayegun, even me, I do miss Mayegun too, which means I miss this. When I'm not here and I'm doing something else, there's always going to be a time that I'm going to feel like I am missing something, that I'm missing you. But above it all, remember what I said to all of us. Nothing remains the same. If you know better, you do better. And if people say they are or they want to, it is ideal to give everybody that chance to try it. This new idea of a diaspora movement that includes everyone from everywhere, that gives everyone that identity, something that you can be like a fight before the fight. I like it. I like it. But from my own experience, I'm also always very careful before I put my own face, my name into anything these days. Because there are so many chances, opportunists. People just want to use you. Use what you are doing to get to wherever they are going. And at the end of the day, you find yourself doing so many shalaye. And you'll be like, didn't you know them? I thought you were all together. I said, but it's not like that. That is why I'm going to advise all of us to not always see it as all talk. In the process, we are figuring out what can be done and when should it be done. So let's keep it that way. And thank you to everyone. I will see you some other time. Olori, Charity, I hope you will have a better night this evening, okay? don't take it to heart. Nigeria no go hand us. Okay? Nigeria will not see our hand. Now we go see the end of Nigeria. So stay strong. And to Latu Aruna, you see, I know why Latu actually dropped that. Latu Aruna is from the middle belt part of Nigeria, if I am not mistaken. Okay, and is not always happy. Okay, that individual is not always happy that I always feel like there are no people following Mayegun's diary political from the northern part of Nigeria. And I said, no, I never thought that. Now, Latu will be one of those that would actually jump on the chip that says Nigeria resists or Nigerians resist. I'm just saying that whatever the name is, there are people who are ready. But yes, we will get there. So thank you so much, everyone. Don't leave without liking the broadcast, okay? You can still like it if you haven't already. So that when I come next time, it's going to be a new day again. So, good night, everyone, from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun diary, diary politico.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Presido bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Kí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. Ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.